twin. County Boys, PG.
White's been released from the underground. Vocals reach the mic, it's a thunderous sound. Neighborhood pusher ran through a couple pounds. Extra currency, so I'm able to lounge. But I overcame in due time. Now I slang rhymes, can't tell me about the struggle. White is part of the grind. The originator, standing to your mind. Fake thugs look for trouble. If you seek, you will find a 32 revolver on my man's baby 9. Short a nigga circuit, he's unable to shine. Not a tyrant, but intrigued by violence. Observe a murder, break it down to a science. As the track circulates through my bloodstream, surges through my mouthpiece, and I begin speaking. Intensity rises, sweat starts leaking. PG raps, twisting niggas caps like metal screws on my St. I special blues. Your homies ain't special, y'all don't wanna test who? What you wanna do to me, I could do to you. You wanna see your future, cuz don't be a fool. I don't talk tough, cuz I'm trying to sound cool, but it ain't no secret, I'll leave you down. Ooh.
Hey. It's time now to get this money. I ain't going for no shorts, I ain't working for dummies. Cardales in the club, and the hoes they love me. Pass the work, gritty nails under my dirt. Just dip, move slow, it's the home of the Turks. Watch me get down when I'm in my zone. I freak beats all week on the microphone. Raspy tone, coming from the woods I roll. I'm like a river when I'm running, trying to save my soul. No lies on the mic, this is truth be told. Lone Star shine brighter than a brick of gold. I leave chills down your spine, cause my rhyme's so cold. I should have about a mil from all the dimes I sold, but still walk around here broke as a joke. Scarface on the mic, this is gangster music. I'm like twin with a Newport, did it fluid. I show you how to lay it down, watch me do it. And now know who's better. If you do, then prove it. Choose your weapon. Me, I got raps like rounds. I'm like the cops on the chase. I clap you down, have your back blown out, face down on the ground. So watch me on my hustle. Star got weight, move bricks of muscle. I'm at the 50-yard line. Should I pass the juggle? Test me, nigga, then your whole hood's in trouble. Like an 8 ball of butter, homie, watch me bubble. Instrumental, we pop pills like pistols. Pistol whip you, then let the 4-5 rip you. Aims on point, guaranteed never one missed you. Rip and rip you, my team is too official. Twin got cousins with big guns and plenty of missiles. I remember when we pump crack at the train tracks with a fat sack in a Jeep, tinted all black. Got my niggas in the back with the cherry red wrap. I'ma bring it with these hits and I'ma rip it, that's that. And I'ma rip it, that's that.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. We're gonna get to it, right? My live is not going to be, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is not going to be the most entertaining live. I can tell you that now. So if you want your entertainment, for the most part, I'm probably not gonna be the show. But what I can tell you is we're gonna learn something, and I know how to make it fun. So let's have some fun. Let's learn a few things about ourselves. You know, one thing I noticed that we do, we like to have a whole bunch of stuff that's outside of ourselves, and we never take time to focus on the most important jewel that you have ever been given. And that jewel is your body. You know, you have actual gold in your body. Do you know that there are places where they collect cadavers and they siphon the gold, the actual gold you wear, from their bodies? You know how much is inside of you? You know how many different elements of the earth are inside of you? I know. See, already, Smitty, you're throwing me off. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to play some music for a second, and I'm going to get my mind right. I'm going to finish kind of taking down my notes, but I'm right here with y'all. We're going to go ahead and get this going. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's keep on rocking out.
County Kings forever. Turn me up, son. Get money. All right. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Go. Let's go. Let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers told me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, this be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay getting high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slinging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1 2 1 2 1 2, let's go. Look, see we pump work like sawed-offs. Go ape shit, crush all y'all. Cupcakes, you so soft, good kill shot, no handball. See me bro with a telescope. Louisville a crack cantaloupes. Box you back into the rope and your vape be sealed like envelopes. And
Okay, now I feel nice and pumped up. I feel good. I feel wonderful. Let me go ahead and check my mic settings through my headphones. That's the best way for me to do that. Oh, boy. There we go. Okay. Now let's do this. I'm with you. I'm with you. Smitty, come on, Smitty with the bonnet. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something, okay? When you spend $140 to get some twist in your head, and you know that if you go to sleep the wrong way, you can wake up looking like buckwheat all over again, you gonna cover your scalp. I promise you that. Okay? So please do not get it twisted. I paid too much damn money just to have my hair looking like buckwheat 3 days from now. I got to protect it from moisture outside. I know. Smitty, you sound like a whole woman right now. Well, you can kiss my black ass because you didn't pay $140 for my goddamn hair. Anyway. Yeah, I know I got to go ahead and always have some fun with y'all, man. You know. Let me go ahead and hit my ensemble. Let me go ahead and hit the ensemble, There we go. I got y'all. I ain't gonna blast your ears out. My bad for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at a video. What this has to do with the superfoods. That's right. Again, this ain't going to be the funnest live, but I'm telling you, it's something that's very, very valuable for you, your health, your life, and even your families. So let's just kind of reiterate. Let's go back over, right? And let's get ourselves reacquainted with health. That's what this live is going to be about primarily. We're also going to talk about the mind, okay? So it's a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about music. I want to talk about the mind. I want to talk about media. And I want to talk about the difference between brain and mind. There's a difference. I want to know if you guys know, what is the difference between the brain and the mind? Let's see what we got right here. You smell me now? Respect to the family. The time right now is 9:29 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. Let's go ahead and get to it. Respect to the family. Let me go ahead and pull this video up. So first, what we're going to start with is this right here. We're starting off with superfood. All right. Let's see how many of these superfoods do you incorporate into your body and how often, and let's see how many of them were you even aware of. I was shocked when I didn't know there are so many different basic foods around us every day that a lot of people don't realize is such medicine for the body. Y'all ready? Let's go ahead and rock out. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and go. My bad, y'all. Dang. Let me start that over. I'm glad I looked. I didn't add it to the stage. I didn't add it to the stage. You might have heard it on my end. Let me turn this down. Let me keep my headphones on and let's rock out. Let's go ahead and do it.
Top 15 best foods for brain health and memory. The foods you eat play a role in keeping your brain healthy and can improve specific mental tasks, such as memory and concentration. This video explores the scientific evidence behind 15 of the best brain foods.
You know, when I started wanting to look at videos like this, I'm telling you, this is something that is very vital. We're getting older, bruh. We can keep talking about all the rest of the mess if we want to. I'm getting older. I want to know why I function the way I do. And how can I keep myself still feeling like I'm 32 all over again? Right? You know why I started watching this? Because one day I realized I just started going into rooms and forgetting why I even went in there. Like, what the... And you get to looking around, and then you know what we do? We do that backtrack. Like, you know what? Let me just go back and sit down where I was and see if I can remember what it was I was trying to do. But this right here, okay, people, this is going to be real quick, the top 15 superfoods for your body. Some of us may be allergic to some things. I'm fully aware. Some of us just may not like the taste of things like tomatoes. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a beet fan. I can't stand beets, but there's another way for me to get it in a supplement form so my body still receives what it needs. I want you to be healthy. That's why I'm doing this right now. Now let's keep on rocking out. Let's just listen all the way through and test yourself. Test yourself and see how many of these did you know were superfoods and what they do for your body. Now we're basically talking about the brain. All of these foods are incorporated in your mind and cognitive. Let's get it.
1. Blueberries. A superfood rich in antioxidants, blueberries have an anti-inflammatory effect on the body's cells, including brain cells, and have been shown to improve learning capacity and motor skills. 2. Kale. Leafy greens, including kale, may support brain health. Like
Now you know niggas gonna eat some greens. I don't come across too many of us that's like, I don't like greens. You know we love some greens now, especially when you got them necks in there with a little bit of salt and pepper and you got some vinegar. That's right. Wow. Collard greens and vinegar with necks? Stop playing.
broccoli, kale contains glucosinolates, and leafy greens also contain other key antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. This is why many consider kale to be a superfood. 3. Citrus fruits. Pucker up. Lemons, limes, oranges, and...
For the record, did you know that the orange is not a natural fruit from the nature? Man had to modify. So when we talk about, I don't want all the modified foods. If you eat an orange, you're eating it every day. Broccoli as well. Broccoli is not naturally grown. Oranges are not naturally grown. This is a man-made fruit. I just want to take you there. Let's keep going.
Grapefruits can all help your brain stay healthy. Studies show that people who have citrus fruits every day are able to prevent cognitive decline. 4. Nuts. Nuts contain a host of brain boosters.
For everybody who likes to be funny, pause. Pause, okay? For everybody who likes to crack jokes and can't be adults, pause. Yes, she said nuts, nigga. She said nuts.
Boosting nutrients, particularly when it comes to preventing cognitive decline and preserving memory. 5. Oil fish. Oil fish is a rich source of omega-3s.
I want you to pay attention why she said oil fish. Oil fish generally are not the white flakies. Look at what is there. Your salmons, your bluefish. You see what I'm saying? Well, a white meat oily fish definitely would be catfish. Catfish is definitely in that category as well, right? But she said oily. Why? Because everybody remembers grandma having those yellow tablets of what? Omega gel. That's the oil that they're extracting from the fish. Let's keep rocking out. Stay healthy.
Major building block of the brain. Omega-3s play a role in sharpening memory and improving mood, as well as protecting your brain against decline. Examples of oily fish that contain high levels of omega-3s include salmon, mackerel, tuna, herring, and sardines. 6.
Notice that I think besides the herring, none of those were white flaked fish. It's not white flake. That's not like your whiting and your cods. You see?
Avocados. Avocados are high in fat, but it's a good fat that helps our brains function. The monounsaturated fat in avocados helps prevent high blood pressure, which is a risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. 7. Coffee. Coffee can help boost alertness and mood. It may also offer some protection against Alzheimer's, thanks to its caffeine and antioxidants.
You know what's crazy? Do you know, I don't know if anybody else knows this myth. There was a myth that went around a long time that coffee hardens your organs. Has anybody ever heard that before? Am I the only one? Or was that just me being in the kitchen world? But once upon a time, that was a myth. That coffee, shouldn't drink too much coffee because it's going to make your organs hard. Let's keep on rocking out. Come to find out, it's one of the superfoods.
8. Eggs. Eggs are a rich source of several B vitamins and choline, which are important for proper brain functioning and development, as well as regulating mood.
She said choline, not colon. For anybody who didn't hear that right in the back seats, for anybody who didn't hear it right in the back seats.
9. Whole grains. Eating whole grains is another way to benefit from the effects of vitamin E, with these grains being a good source of the vitamin. Whole grain foods include brown rice, barley, bulgur wheat, oatmeal, whole grain bread, and whole grain pasta.
Yeah.
10. Turmeric.
Turmeric is out of this world amazing. Let's go.
Turmeric and its active compound curcumin have
Now watch this. A lot of us have seen turmeric inside of the jar, right? Did you know that it looks just like a damn sweet potato?
strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits, which help the brain. In research, it has reduced symptoms of depression and Alzheimer's disease. 11. Dark chocolate. The flavonoids in chocolate may help protect the brain. Studies have suggested that eating chocolate could boost both memory and mood.
And that is why a lot of times it is said, like to college students or whoever, if you're going to take a test the night before, you should have yourself a half a cup of red wine and you should have yourself some dark chocolate. Somehow or another, it's going to help you retain the information from the night before that you were studying. You ever went to that test and you're like, I studied this all night. God dang it. Now the cat got your tongue, right? Dark chocolate helps with the cat not getting your tongue. Let's get it.
12. Green tea. Green tea is an excellent beverage to support your brain. Its caffeine content boosts alertness, while its antioxidants protect the brain, and L-theanine helps you relax. 13.
Take time to yourself and look up the word L-theanine and find out what is it. What is L-theanine and why is that beneficial for me? Oh, there go that broccoli.
Broccoli. As well as being a low-calorie source of dietary fiber, broccoli may be good for the brain. Broccoli may reduce oxidative stress and lower the risk of neurodegenerative diseases.
And you know what's so crazy? Look at a whole head of broccoli, right? Now, we normally associate it with like a bush, an afro. Really look at that broccoli, and then I want you to think about all the times you've seen an actual human brain. And come to find out, it's actually good for the human brain. You ever pull out 2 carrot stalks? If you snip off the stalk part and you just have that, you know, the bulb. All right, that's the bulb, the black part, the bulb. You hold 2 of them together, what do they look like? Eyes. What is carrots good for your eyes? You know what's so crazy? Beets. You know what beets are good for? Your blood flow. What color are beets? In a certain way, especially when the roots are coming out of it, does a beet not look like a heart? Let me shut up. Anyway, let's keep on rocking out. The time right now is 9:39 a.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in to this health diagnosis. Let's go.
Broccoli also contains vitamin C and flavonoids, and these antioxidants can further boost a person's brain health. 14. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are rich in many micronutrients.
I didn't know that. Hi, my name is Smitty, and I did not know that one. As a 20-some-odd year chef, I had no clue. I just learned something myself.
That are important for brain function, including copper, iron, magnesium, and zinc. 15. Soybean. Soybean are rich in a particular group of antioxidants called polyphenols. Research has linked polyphenols with a reduced risk of dementia and improved cognitive abilities in regular aging process.
Boom. Okay, so this is the connection here, okay? So let me do this right here. Hold on. Let me make sure okay, bow. This is the connection that I'm making. The connection that I'm making is primarily the simple fact of what we eat is how we think. That's why they say you are what you eat. If you eat junk, guess what your mind will turn into? Junk. It will. It just will. You smell me now? That's what we have to take into consideration. All right, so now, the music. Music is not something bad. Media is not something bad. But when we really take time to think about what does media really push, a lot of times not the most healthiest of foods to us, right? Okay, it is what it is. Now I have this next video coming up, right? Now on this next video right here, I just, let's just take a little time and let's just pay attention to this right here, because this also caught my attention when we're talking about the human brain, okay? Now, these are exercises. What I would like for you guys to do is at least try some of them if you feel like it. I've been doing quite a few of them, and honestly, I've noticed a difference, okay? So let's go ahead and let's see what we got right here on this video here. So let me go ahead and get through this little quick commercial. I don't know. Looks like a brother screaming again. I wish we stopped doing that. I'm trying to stop doing that. God dang it. I'm guilty. I'm just letting you know I'm guilty myself. Let's add this to the stage. There we go right there. You ready, y'all? Let's go ahead and see what we got. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Time right now is 9:42 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. These are exercises that you can do to help improve your brain function, also improve memory, and also just your cognitive abilities overall. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Oh, gotta pull it up. See, I'm always slow.
Well, here's something I've needed for a while. 9 brain exercises to strengthen your mind. Like you can do mind push-ups. Who would have thought that special gymnastics involving your fingers could improve your memory, sharpen your attention and focus, and boost your brain health? Before you get to know everything about these exercises...
What? So you try and tell me gang signs? I'm just having fun with this, y'all. So you trying to tell me throwing them up, that right there increases the brain function? So maybe that's why these YNs are so good at remembering where they ops low is. Okay, now, goodness gracious, let's keep on going.
Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Gymnastics for the brain were developed by Yoshiro Tsutsumi, a Japanese researcher and author of the book Finger Self-Massage, Yoshiro Tsutsumi, starting from scratch. The set of simple exercises described in this work focuses on improving general well-being and supporting brain health. If you repeat this short finger workout on a daily basis, the stimulation traveling from your fingers directly to your brain will help to rejuvenate your body and make your brain more efficient. Each fingertip has more than 3,000 mechanoreceptors, which act as a highway to your brain, particularly its sensory cortex. When you do a finger workout, you improve synapse connections and fire neurons, which is great for the functioning of your brain. As with any proper workout, this set also has some warm-up exercises. Exercise number 1. Inhale deeply through your nose. Bend your elbows and lift your fingers to eye level. Your palms should be facing each other, and your fingers should touch. Breathe out through your mouth and lower your right hand a bit. At the same time, you should bend the fingers of your left hand and use them to cover the fingertips of your right hand. It should look like you're trying to catch a hand that's sliding down. Now, breathe through your nose and straighten the fingers on your left hand. Simultaneously, move the palm of your right hand up and cover the fingertips on your left hand with the bent fingers of your right hand. Repeat this exercise 15 times. Your breathing should be a bit faster than usual. The most important thing is to do the exercise smoothly and not to hurry. Try not to lower your hands and coordinate your movements and breathing. Exercise number 2. Hold your hands in front of your chest. Your palms should be facing each other and touching. Your wrists should be pressed together as well. There shouldn't be any strain, and you should feel comfortable. Breathe in and out several times as you normally do. This will allow you to concentrate before the upcoming rapid movements. While staying in the same position, quickly separate your right and left wrists. Simultaneously, spread your fingers wide. Only the tips of your fingers should be touching. After that, bring your palms back together and take a quick breath through your mouth. Your fingers should still be splayed out. Separate your palms again in such a way that only your fingertips touch, and breathe out at the same time. While pressing your fingertips together, turn your wrists so that your middle fingers are directed at your chest. Repeat the same movements in this position. Repeat each movement at least 10 times. Your breathing should be rhythmical, and your fingers should be spread as much as possible. Exercise number 3. While breathing in and out rhythmically as you do in your everyday life, lift your arms, bent at the elbows, to your mouth. Your palms should be facing you, and your pinky fingers should be touching. Exhale completely and don't breathe for a couple of seconds. After that, inhale through your nose while bending all your fingers one by one. Start with the thumb on your right hand and finish with the thumb on your left hand. After you've bent all your fingers, exhale through your mouth and straighten all your fingers one by one. This time, start with the thumb on the left hand. Repeat these movements at least 10 times. Make sure you bend and straighten each finger thoroughly and completely.
I did that, Justin. So let me just do something. Take 1 second. Let me just do this. Let me ask you guys a question. What would you say is the difference, right? What is really the difference between the brain and the mind? What is that? The difference between the brain and the mind? I've been trying to ponder that for quite some time. What I'm saying, as far as I know what my brain does my human bodily functions, moving my hands, blinking, breathing, the whole nine, right? Organs moving and pumping, all of this has to do with the brain function. You know, the one that is separate from this for some strange reason, the heart. Because someone can be brain dead and the heart can still function. That's wild. Not to mention, the heart is the only organ that for some reason it just beats on its own, and one day when it just stops, it just stops. One day when your heart stops, it just stops. Like, you know, for example, my homeboy DJ, you know, who funeral was yesterday, man. Shout out to him. And may you absolutely live in paradise in God's will. But like, you know, his heart, it just stopped. He's walking through his house. Seemed like everything was fine. And then he dropped. Got back up. Walked a little bit further through the house. Was maybe feeling some pain. I'm not sure. I don't know what my man's was feeling. But he got up after passing out real quick. And then he dropped again. And he didn't get up after the second time. The heart just stopped. And that really made me think. It made me think about literally like my own heart. It made me think about how truly fragile we all are. Like, are we strong as men and women? Absolutely. But when you're talking about how easy something can just take you from here, I can tell you right now, that part right there that's what humbles me. I can feel as powerful as I want to feel. It doesn't have to be a bullet that strikes you. It doesn't have to be, you fell out a window or none of that. It could be a little teeny bug, a little microscopic bug that can spread and destroy your entire vessel. Why am I saying this? Because as the days go on more and more, I am so recognizing how precious this life is and how much we take advantage of that. Why? Because our brains are being programmed to be desensitized to feeling anything. You're not supposed to feel. You're not supposed to feel. You're not supposed to, really have any form of emotion towards things like this, right? And I'm peeping at. And so that's why I said, where's the brain? Where's the mind? And at the same time, I will tell you this much right here to land it. The longest journey that you will ever travel in your life is the journey from your brain, your mind, to your heart. And I'm going to just leave y'all with that. Much respect to the family. Y'all already know how we rock out.
My mic is muted.